Well, hello, General Hospital Daily Recap fans. Today's daily recap is for Thursday, May the 11th, 2023. Thursday, May the 11th. Well, I want to first and foremost start this recap on definitely giving our condolences to the family of Jacqueline Zeman, who played Bobby Spencer on General Hospital for decades. She passed away at the age of 70. There's no confirmation of the cause of death on the internet. So I'm sure as time goes by, that news will leak. But definitely, Bobby Spencer will be missed. I mean, decades, same actress, irreplaceable. I already know they're not even going to attempt to recast her. There's no need, right? That was her character, and she was phenomenal as Bobby Spencer, otherwise known as Barbara Jean by her beloved brother Luke Spencer. So now let's go on to the recap. The recap, Maxie, of course, is sick. Maxie has called over Sasha and Gladys. We already talked about that. Maxie wants Sasha to do the home network shopping channel. And initially Sasha says, well, I was a disaster the last time I was on. I'm sure they don't want me back. And Maxie's like, no, everybody loves a redemption story. And it was definitely unfortunate what happened. And it was unfortunate for you because she had a nervous breakdown right there on TV. She said, but the impact was nowhere near as negative as you think, Sasha. Women since then have outpoured their support for you. They've expressed what they've gone through, with losing a child. And she goes, people relate and identify with you. And nobody would love anything better than a good redemption story. You have taken the time. You have put in the work. And she goes, Sasha, I work with you. I see your growth. I've always believed in you and stood by you. And she says, you're ready. You are ready. You can do this. And so Sasha's looking and Gladys goes, well, I'm going to have to step in and say no. I'm not going to let her do this. And I thought, okay, Gladys, here we go, right? So Sasha talked Gladys into it. She let her know, no, you know what? They have stood behind me. They believed in me. And I'm definitely going to do this. So I would really like you to be on board with this, Gladys. And Gladys said, okay, she would be. Of course she would, right? So we shall see how that episode goes with Sasha. I'm sure it's going to just be flawless, right? They're definitely going to have her behind the counter, behind a bunch of product because of her pregnancy in real life. And then we had Detective Harrison Chase back in the force in a suit, looking good, right? Harrison was looking really good. Dante plopped a whole just stack of files on the desk, letting him know, okay, I need you to work on these because I have to. What is he looking into? Which case is Dante looking into? Oh my goodness, I'm forgetting the case Dante's working on right now. But Chase, he wanted him to start on the Cody Bell, the alleged stolen jewelry. So Chase is going to start looking in on that. And, Chase is a good detective. He's going to figure it out that, that's Gladys. Gladys is definitely doing that. So then we have Cody is trying to talk Miss Wu, let her know, look, I'm ready to get back in the game. And she's like, negative. No. My customers do not want to play with a thief, a known jewel thief. And he goes, alleged, because I'm innocent. I did not do that. Nevertheless, my players have to have confidence. And so Cody's like, well, for one, Gladys Corbin set me up. I mean, he just point blank. Oh, she set me up. And I forget what else he told her about Gladys. And then she like, well, still. And he says, and you want to know what won't breed confidence? Is if I am all of a sudden not at the table anymore. You need to back me because that's going to smooth their minds and we can continue business as usual. So she goes, well, you told me you wanted to step away from the my games. And he goes, well, I have mounting legal bills because of Gladys Corbin. I need to make money to pay my legal bills. And Miss Wu was like, sounds like a personal problem to me, right? And then Gladys shows up. Oh, no, you don't want that thief. Oh, Gladys is doubling down. And what I don't understand is why is Cody letting her? Because he's letting her do it. Go to Sunny. Period. Go to Sunny. Bust her out. Cody is the one that holds all the cards, not Gladys. So anyway, Miss Wu says, look, I'm ready to dump both of you. Ban you both from my card games for good, right? So, needless to say, Cody ends up convincing her not to dump him. You know, she's not going to dump him because she needs him. Cody has made her hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars, period. He actually, Gladys don't know. He's the one that fleeced her. Right? Gladys don't know that about him. It's Cody that fleeced her. So we have Tracy and Brooklyn talking. Tracy's true to form with her blackmail because now they're making it that Chase only got his badge back because Tracy pulled some strings that she had. Because Brooklyn begged her to help her. Begged her to help Chase. And now Tracy wants, of course, something in return. She told Brooklyn, you are going to go back to work at Deception. And then you're going to report to me any new products, anything. What's new? What's the ends on Deception? And she's like, what's your interest in Deception? And Tracy's like, that's my business what my interest in Deception is. I like to keep my eye on up and comings. I want to know everything. And I'm thinking, okay, now we already know Miss Wu owns the majority stock shares in Deception, which is interesting. The writers never moved on that storyline, never. Because when Lucy was presumed dead, actually, Lucy's share should have come on the chopping block. And Wu would have scooped up all of them. But it's just interesting how everything seemed to have stalled where that was concerned. Because Wu has pretty much, aside from the shares that Sasha, Tracy, and Lucy have, she is a majority shareholder out there. And trying to get more every chance she gets. So I guess they're going to have Tracy throwing her hand in the ring where Deception is concerned. So that's, I think, something they're gonna try to build up or play on, right? So let's see. The WSB showed up, and why do they want all these agents with this white hair? Just fake, you look at them and they walk through the door and you like, they're trying to act like they're an agent. Versus these actors are portraying WSB agents. They're doing a parody on how a WSB agent would act, and the parody is horrible. So they told Curtis, you know what? They watched his actions because he single-handedly mopped up a whole lot of people. Now, Drew did good in the end, but Curtis, from day one, Curtis was putting them down on that island. And so they said, we like what you're doing. And he goes, and we want you. And he goes, well, for one thing, I like my nightclub, my business. And they said, look, you can still have your hobby. Really, you can still have your hobby, your nightclub. But we want a local agent, meaning you don't have to, be gone, with his boots on the ground here in Port Charles. And we know that agent is you. And I'm thinking, WSB, you're not all that good, right? Because you asking him to work for you when you don't even know he's having illegal gambling in his back room. So how much of a background check have they done on him? Because it's not that hard to find out. How many birthday parties Wu have? Because that's what she was talking to Nika, and Nika said, oh, the room is set up for your private birthday party, according to the specifications. Right? So anyway, Curtis is like, I'll think about it. Because he's like, no, you'll be local. Our agent with the boots on the ground locally. And you'd be reporting back to us. And I'm thinking, okay, are they getting ready to really build up that Pikeman storyline? And now Curtis is going to be, undercover. I don't like that. I don't like him working for the WSB because there's no need for it. There's none. He don't need that kind of danger. He don't need that kind of spotlight in his life. And no. I was like, oh no, that's needless trouble. Curtis, say no. Just say no. Right? So Trina wants to talk to Taggart. You know how I feel about Taggart. That's her father. But yet, throughout this whole huge crisis, nowhere to be found. None whatsoever. Right? But baby girl, I'm the one. Yeah, well then save her for once. Save her for once in your doggone life, Taggart. You the one. So she tells him, she says that she wanted him to be the first to know that she made a decision. And the decision is she's going to have the DNA test. She feels it's time. She says, after what we all have been through, it's time for there not to be any questions. It really is. We all need to know. She says, now, I don't know how long it's going to, truly take me to reconnect. I mean, she loves her mother, period. Hugged her mother, loves her mother, but is not ready to reconnect with her mother. And see, let Porsha really start bashing Spencer to her. Oh, she gonna find out just how fast Trina don't know about their relationship. Just that fast, right? And I'm happy Taggart had enough sense to tell Porsha, no. I ain't ruining what we got. Just because your relationship's on the back burner with her, we ain't putting me in that, right? That girl is grown. She makes her own decisions. So he says, I'm supporting you no matter what you do. Whatever decision, because she told him, I'm telling you first, because this is going to affect you the most. Because when you think about it, he would be losing a biological daughter. Yes, that connection, that love of that child that he's raised all this, that's not going away. But Taggart will no longer be able to say he has a biological daughter. See, Trina would be gaining a father. Curtis would be gaining a daughter. Taggart is losing. It does affect him the most. So she says, and I just wanted to make sure you're okay, okay, and everything. So it was a great little tender father-daughter conversation. So then she goes out and she tells Porsha and Curtis that she's made a decision and she's decided to have the DNA test. So that's really good. That's as it should be, because we should not still be wondering about any of that. Okay. So we have Spencer. Well, maybe that was yesterday's. Was that yesterday's? Where, no, I think it's today. You know, they're in there with the doctors and are waiting for the doctor. And Spencer was talking about how much he loves his brother, he's going to protect his brother, and blah, blah, blah. And he knows at some point that means, you know, having to deal with the baby's mother. And Laura's like, I'm happy you felt that way. I knew you would. And he goes, well, why, grandmother? And who comes bursting in the door but Esme? My baby, my baby. Oh, she runs over to Spencer, takes Ace out of his hands, right? And is hugging him and is kissing him. And it's funny, the little actor Ace, you know, isn't that so interesting? For such a young baby, the little actor Ace is like, oh, you know what? You're the one that's just okay to me, right? Because he immediately was reaching up to her. Hey, girl, you know, where you been, right? Because when Spencer holds him, he's just, hey, Spence. Oh, we got a little camera left? Okay. All right. Because I'm such a good, beautiful baby boy, right? Oh, grandmother's talking now? Okay, grandmother, look over there. But let Esme come in the room. He forget what he's supposed to do. He all over the place, right? She trying to hang on to this big old baby because she's a $110, right? I thought, look at there. See, babies have their own personalities and who they naturally just gravitate and respond to. You know, they, because they're twins, it's not that they don't, because after a while they were used to her, because every time we saw her, we saw him on the hip, right? And he's 2 months old, but he's on the hip. But they do know who's not truly natural with holding babies and handling babies. Spencer, Nicholas Chavez took command of that right off, right? That baby come walking in the room like, where's my scene partner? Where's my scene partner? There he is, you know. And even when he gave him to Trina, calm, wasn't trying to, whoa, all over the place. He was very calm around Trina as well. But Esme, that boy's active, or them twins is active with her. So I'm happy to see more of that. And Laura just looks at Spencer like, yeah, I did. I had to, honey. I called her. You know, like, look, it'll be all right. It'll be all right. We all got this, because that's that baby boy's mother. And I'm happy she did, because that is his mother. And Esme has been worried out of her mind since her baby was gone. So that was really nice to see her running in and just hugging that little one and kissing him and everything else. So I look forward to the next daily recap. Excuse me, everyone. This has been day 3 in Dubai. Day 3. And I've got General Hospital days, 3 more days of on location recording, and then we'll be back to normal, back on my Zoom, back with my pictures, you know, back with my thumbnails. I tell you, my videos look, I'm thinking, oh my goodness, I hope my recap folks can find me, because people are so used to the brand that I've created, right? So anyway, but I'm here. I'm watching these soaps, able to see YouTube, able to do this live video, able to upload it. So I'll be back with Friday's episode of General Hospital.